Good morning. Good morning. Cheers. Oh my gosh, that was the first sip. Okay, I feel like you guys are too high. I'm gonna lower my camera here. Good morning, happy Saturday. Okay, so today we're gonna talk about how to create a youthful glow, okay? And in the body, this is a gingerly approach to erasing the tired off your face. So all of you moms or ladies with mature skin need a way to give yourself the cheapest facelift possible. Well, you need to tune in because I got the tricks for you. I'm also gonna show you a hack on liquid lipstick. So, welcome. My name is Jackie Lawrence and you are on my personal wall and I am here to personally give you a tutorial on this topic, how to get a youthful glow. So let's do this. First, let's drink some more coffee. And if you're tuning in, be sure to say hello, give me a thumbs up. Thank you for that. Let me know that you're here. I know some of you watch me in silence, and if you're watching this in the replay, make sure to comment replay so that I know that you tuned in as well. So, okay, I'm dying right now because I washed my face already, okay, but I have not put any moisturizer on. Hang on a second. I have to get a fan here. I'm already starting to sweat. I haven't put any moisturizer on my face. Hi, Catherine. And I have super dry skin. So if you are someone that has dull skin or let's just call it like it is, lacking sleep on a regular basis, we tend to lose moisture in our skin. So we're gonna peel back the layers. I'm gonna give you my top tips for getting a youthful glow, and it's gonna start with skincare. So there's something that I do immediately after washing my face, and I haven't done that yet because I wanted to do it live for you guys here. So first thing I do is I actually put on an eye treatment. I do 2 different eye treatments. So if you are somebody that tends to get a lot of dryness in your under eye area, or when you put on makeup or concealer, it looks patchy or it looks scaly and it just doesn't look good, that's usually due to lack of moisture. So I'm gonna show you some tricks on how to prevent that and how to make it look a little more smooth. So this right now, what I use is, this is called Beauty Serum, and it's a nighttime eye treatment. But if you are somebody that has those issues during the day, you can use this in the morning. So that's what I do. I will take a little bit, I'm at the end of mine. It comes with a little dropper, but I'm like, I have the teeniest amount left on there. So I just use my finger. And I will go in here and I will put some underneath my eyes immediately, okay? So I wanna lock in as much moisture under my eye as possible. So that's what I'm doing right now. I put that on. So I washed my face. I used a moisturizing cleanser. I wash my face and then I go in and I pat this on. It's almost like I'm pressing it into my skin, providing it the moisture that I'm gonna need. Okay. Then I'm gonna put my moisturizer on top of that. So I use a moisturizer, say that 10 times fast. And I do 2 drops of that. You can also use, if you have really dry skin, you could use night cream for day cream. Okay, that's a trick as well. You don't have to actually buy another moisturizer, just use your night cream. But I'm using my daytime moisturizer. So I will put that on next. And when you put your moisturizer on, make sure you go down your neck into your dégagé area because, you know, we want to create the youthful appearance everywhere. Okay, so I've got my moisturizer on. All right, here's step 3. And again, I'm just sharing with you my personal tips, the things that have helped me give myself a youthful glow. I'm 47. I told someone I was 46 yesterday. I forget how old I am. I'm like, it's not important to me anymore. I would rather prefer not to think about that number, but I'm 47. And so these are the things that I've learned to do that have worked well for me and for a lot of my customers as well. So I do that first, then the next step I use is this is called Instant Lifting Serum. So this is awesome. This has like little tiny people in there, and they go into your skin and they're like, ooh, that area needs to be smooth, that area needs to be smooth. Okay, it's actually an ingredient in here called, oh, I forgot the name of the, but it's quail. It's the derivative of quail eggs. It's not from quail because we don't use animals, but it's a synthetic version of it that actually softens, diffuses fine lines and wrinkles, okay? So I use this every single day, and what I'll do is I take a little bit, okay? So a little bit and a little bit, and then I'll put it between my two fingers, and then I just, again, pat that in those areas. And those are my problem areas right here. On my lip, I like to soften the fine lines around my lip, my forehead. So I kind of just pat it, and you just put a little bit. Catherine, yes, it's amazing. I use it every day, and you just want to let it dry. In fact, I'll put my website, because I know I always forget to do that, and then people are like, well, where do I get this? You can go to, oh my gosh, I'm so terrible when I am horrible when the camera is turned a different way. I don't know where all the letters are. Okay, bear with me. Okay, you can go to thicklonglashes.com. That is where all of my products are, and this one is under skincare, I believe. Crud. I need like a teenager to operate my phone for me. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I put in the comments the website. But anyways, okay, so that's how I start. Hi, Nora. Yeah, that's how I start every day, is that I need the moisture. I don't like the cakiness. I don't like scaly looking skin. And I'm telling you right now, if you have mature skin, just do it. Just do it. If you have issues with that and you don't have mature skin, well, that's gonna help hopefully solve your problem. Okay, so once that's on, I kind of let that sit for a few seconds, right? Before we start doing anything else. So let's just kind of go into my next step, which is primer. So I'm gonna put primer on because we're gonna do moisturizer, and I'm gonna show you a way to create a youthful glow using your foundation. So before you put foundation on, make sure you put a primer on. So tip number one is the under eye serum, moisturizer, and then the instant lifting serum. Okay, so I'm gonna put some primer on. I'm gonna do full face for you today, so you can kind of see all the tricks that I do to give me a youthful glow. And I've got about 12 tips for you. Okay, so you've got a few options with foundation, okay? So if you are somebody that has drier skin, that has tired skin, under eye bags, we're gonna get to that, I promise. You can either use liquid foundation, which I use a lot, okay? Liquid foundation's great if you don't have dry skin. If you've got dry skin, which my skin changes. In the winter, I'm super dry. Like I'm still in my dry skin weather phase. In the summer, I'm oily. So in the summer, I use liquid foundation because I love it. In the winter time, okay, my dry skin months, I use BB cream, which is a tinted moisturizer. So I'm gonna show you a really cool cocktail that I make with my tinted moisturizer to create like really good, even, amazing coverage. So, and then I'm also gonna show you how to give yourself a little bit of a oomph into your skin so you kind of have this glow going to it. A really easy way to do that. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take BB cream, tinted moisturizer. A tinted moisturizer has medium coverage. I don't like heavy coverage, but I like even, like I want all of this fixed. I want my dark spots to go away, like that's an age spot. Hello. I've got like, yeah, I mean, it's just, I want a smooth finish, okay? So what I'll do is I take the BB cream and I mix a tiny bit of concealer, okay? So I make a little cocktail. We call this the BB brew. It's a little cocktail, but I'm gonna add another little ingredient in there. So this would be great if you have somewhere nice to go and you want a little bit more of a glow on your face, or if you're sitting outside all day and when the sun shines, you have this kind of like youthful glow to your face. This is called luminizer. Okay, luminizer is like really hot right now. You've heard of contour and highlight. It's part of the highlight portion of that, okay? And this is luminizer. It's a cream-based luminizer. So I'm gonna make a little cocktail and you're gonna see it's gonna give me this really youthful glow and all the coverage that I need, but it's not gonna be heavy. Because I'm with you, sister. I do not like heavy coverage. I do not want it to feel like I have something on my face, or if I were to put my fingernails in my face that I'd have dents. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so first thing first, I'm gonna take my concealer and I'll put just a tiny dab, like a little bit goes a long way. Hey, thank you for the hearts. Hello, everyone joining in. So I'm doing my top tips for youthful glow. We are on tip number 2, so you'll have to watch from the beginning, tip number 1. Then I'm gonna take my BB cream, okay, and I'm gonna put some of that on, and I'm using the back of a rosewater lid, but so I recommend that you get a glass, right, and just turn your glass upside down so that you have a surface to make your cocktail. Okay, almost out of BB cream. Probably way too much. I'm gonna tell you right now, I poured way too much out. I went way too generous. And then I'm gonna use a little bit of my luminizer. So the color that I'm using is Lustrous, okay? And it's a really light color. I'm gonna see if I can pull it on my finger first so you can kind of see. It's hard to see, but it's really light. It's just it's so pretty. And so you don't need a lot, okay? You're just gonna do a little bit. So I'm gonna put that right in. You can kind of see I added it right in there. Okay, then I'm gonna take, this is a foundation brush. I love this brush. I haven't used this brush. I've ignored this brush for a while, and I brought it back in the past week, and I love it. I love it. I'm back to it. And you're gonna see why. So I'll take my little brush, and I will mix it all up. Okay, so you're just making your little cocktail. And I can't do it that high because I can't see. That's the other thing about, getting old is I cannot see anymore. Okay. So I'm just making my cocktail. I'm mixing it all up on my little lid here. And I'm gonna be outside in the sun all day today. Well, I'll be under shade, but the sun will be out at baseball, so it'll be nice because I'll have this like glow to my face. I say that delicately because I don't want you to think you're gonna look like a disco ball. Hi Sheila, good morning. You're not gonna look like a disco ball, okay? This is like a very sophisticated glow. This is a youthful glow. Like you just have amazing skin. All right, so I am just gonna now start applying it. And I love this brush. You just this is what you don't wanna do. You don't wanna slap it on like you're painting a big wall, okay? You wanna dab it on and work it into your skin. It's actually not going in your skin. You wanna know why? Because you put primer on, right? Yeah, you used primer, right? Because you hear me preaching about primer all the time. Always use a primer. A primer acts as a protectant, and it also acts, it helps smooth out your foundation, and so you don't have like patches on your face. Okay, so, and of course this is gonna leave, BB cream is moisturizer, so it's gonna leave a dewy finish. So for some of you, dewy is gonna be like, not for me, and I'm gonna show you how to make it a matte finish. I'm a matte girl. I love a matte finish, so I'm gonna show you how I do that. So we're literally painting our faces. But you can see, like I'm getting all the coverage that I need. Like, did you remember that spot that was right there? So gone. Bye-bye. Bye, Felicia. Does anybody say that anymore? I feel like I'm always behind the times on the hip things that all the kids are saying. And what's great too is that this cocktail provides the coverage for me, and it's very, very moisturizing. So, okay, if you have oily skin, my oily skin girls, don't turn off the TV, your phone. You just need liquid moisturizer. The liquid, this dries to a powder finish, and you can make the same exact cocktail. Okay, you can make the exact same cocktail, but it will be better for your skin if you're oily. Like that, I do the same exact thing in the summer. Like, look at how much I have left. I put way too much. A little goes a long way. And it's a lesson that I teach on a regular basis, which I did not adhere to today. So I just wasted a ton of BB cream, which is a hot commodity right now. All right, and then you go in. Now here's a tip for you. If you noticed, I'm skipping my eye area. Okay, I'm not actually going into my eye and my under eye area. That's optional. If you are somebody that experiences creasing with in your under eye area, or you experience your shadow not looking amazing on your eye bed, skip that area. Okay, skip that area. We're gonna cover it, but less is more. We don't wanna add additional products. I'm gonna tell you now, as you get older, you're gonna use less products, okay? To look youthful, you're going to. It's just how you apply them, where you apply them, and the type of products change. So skip your eye area. You wanna have this like white raccoon kind of look. And then make sure you go down your neck. I mean, you could literally go all the way down your neck. You could even do your chest if you really wanted to. Okay, so you can kind of see this is really dewy, which for some of you, you'll love. I'm not a dewy girl. I love a matte. But oh my gosh, look at the coverage. I mean, it's amazing. It's awesome coverage. And it will stay like this all day. And you guys, I have this like little luminous glow to my skin. Okay, so that's another way of getting a youthful glow. Look at how much product I wasted. Okay, if you are like me and you want a matte finish, you'll just take powder. So you can use loose powder, you can use pressed powder, but here's a tip for you when you're applying your powder. Because, oh my gosh, I've seen this so many times. You'll take your big powder puff brush, and I've been guilty of it, and you'll all over your face, right? No, 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 no. Take your brush, dip it into your powder, put some on there, and then you press it in. See that? Shine gone. You just press it in. And that is going to help set your foundation. But you guys look, see that glow? Do you see that? That's not dewy, that's a glow on my face. Make sure you go down your neck. So look at that. Can you see that? Tell me you can see that. That's a glow. That's how you get a youthful glow to your face. It's just the easiest trick. And maybe not something you'll do on a daily basis, but like I said, special occasion, or if you're going to be outside all day, you're going to the winery, you're going, I don't know, shopping in San Francisco, or you're going to sit at your son's baseball game all day, that kind of stuff. You'll want this youthful glow. Okay, you ready so tip number 1 was moisture and eye cream, okay? Tip number 2 was making sure that you're using, you can add a luminizer to your foundation. Okay, so literally that's tip number 2 to create a youthful glow. Tip number 3, under eye concealer. So you've got a few options with under eye concealer. You can use cream-based concealer, okay? If you use cream-based concealer or powder concealer, I'm gonna show you powder. No matter what one you're using, it needs to be 1 to 3 shades lighter than your foundation. I like to use powder concealer, okay? Powder concealer because it just sits better on the surface of my eyes. The cream-based concealer sometimes will look patchy, okay? Honestly, it doesn't anymore since I've been using the serum in the morning, but I just like powder. I like the look of powder, it's easy. Okay, so I would say you have to find what works best for your skin, but this is what I use, powder. So I'm gonna use powder. It's actually 1 shade lighter. It's only 1 shade lighter than my foundation. So we're gonna do an under eye highlight. And I'll use this little brush right here and take some powder and I just kind of dust it. So I'm gonna do a heavy under eye highlight, heavy, okay? But again, it's totally up to you and what you like. Some of you might not like a heavy under eye highlight. So this is what I suggest. You get a flat brush like this. This is a highlight brush. And you go in, and I honestly will use powder more with my ladies that have mature skin because as long as it's prepped properly, it actually sits nicer on the skin than the actual cream-based concealer. Plus, powder doesn't sit into the fine lines and wrinkles as much as a cream-based product. So this, just so you know what I'm doing right now, is light. So you see how light that is? Okay, so now I've got this, remember I told you we're gonna try and not look tired? We're gonna erase that tired look. That's exactly what I'm doing here. And it's fast, that's another reason why I like powder, is it's just really easy and fast. So you just kind of go in your under eye area, down the side of your nose, like so. Maybe a little more on this side. So for a lot of you, this might be enough, right? You might be like, okay, this is enough. Like, that was good. I've got a highlight now, I'm uplifted, and I look more awake. I like a heavy under eye highlight. And I'm also actually gonna do a little bit of this. I like to accentuate a contour, which I'm gonna do later. This is optional. This is extra, extra. I'm doing a full face for you. So this is what I like to do. I will use a blending bud and I will do a heavy under eye highlight. Okay, so I'll go in and press. I'll actually get that powder good and I press it on. You do not want to swipe, you press it on. You see that? And it's also going to help highlight the cheekbone and give you more of an uplifted look. Look at that! Okay, do I look awake now? Okay, so in my opinion, I would not leave the house like this because it looks a little freaky, right? But don't worry, we're gonna add some color and dimension in there, but this is what you do to make your under eye bags disappear, okay? This is what you do. Excuse my sniffles. It's allergies and sickness this time. It's usually allergies. Okay, we're not done there. We're not done with under eye because you gotta set it. A good setting powder will set your makeup so that you don't want this to go away, right? Once you've got this on, you're like, yeah, this needs to stay there all day because this mama only had like 3 hours of sleep and it's gonna come back. So what you're gonna do is set it. So I use a translucent setting powder. Okay, and then I'll use my little brush. So I'll use another powder puff brush and I'll pack it on that brush. And same thing, you don't swipe it on, you press it in. Press it in. And oh my gosh, this stuff is the best because it also helps soften and diffuse fine lines and wrinkles. So to me, I feel like once I have this on, it's like I just put cashmere on my face. Like it's soft. It's so soft. And I'll just kind of go in there and touch up. Ta-da! Okay, so now look at how uplifted and highlighted my under eye areas. All right, so that was, let's see, what tip are we on? So tip number 1 was the moisturizer, right? And under eye serum. Tip number 2 was using the luminizer in either your BB cream or your liquid foundation. Tip number 3 was under eye concealer. I have to keep myself organized here. Okay. So once that's on, we're gonna move on. I'm doing a full face makeup, so I'll tell you when I have my youthful tips, but I'll show you the rest of the tricks that I do. After I've got all that on, I always go in with my serum, my eyelash serum, because I think part of having a youthful glow is having long lashes. And if you're not a false eyelash extension person or even strips, then you need to get a good serum that will help keep your lashes long and healthy. So I use Esteem Lash Serum. So I put that on every day. You can do it at night too, but I use it in the morning. Okay? And then I like to do a little bit of a lip plumper after I've got everything else on, just to let that set into my lips. I love it because it plumps my lips and it kind of conditions my lips for my lip product, which I'm gonna put on later. Okay. Now here's a side note. If you're watching this and you're thinking, geez Louise, it takes her a long time to do all this. Well, that's because I'm talking to you and I'm drinking coffee in between, because I always get that. I ain't got time to put on all that. Well, you know what? It didn't take me. If I wasn't talking to you, I'm gonna honestly tell you, it takes me 20 minutes, maybe 15. And I'm doing a little extra, like I normally don't put luminizer in my foundation every day. But I can be done in 15 minutes. Okay, so we are moving on to eye primer. So I'm gonna put a little eye primer on, and that's going to help my shadow from not creasing and not moving all day. Okay, so make sure you're using a good eye primer. Eye primer is not the same as face primer. You could use your face primer for eye primer, but if you are someone who's prone to your shadow disappearing throughout the day or creasing, I highly recommend you use an eye primer, not a face primer, because the skin on your eyelids it's a lot different than the skin on the rest of your face. My nose is running, hang on, it's always running. Okay. Brows. So we're on tip number 4, which is brows. Okay? Ladies, do your brows, because that is also going to give you an uplifted, youthful appearance, is by having your brows done. You could do a really simple brow. Okay? I like to use 2 different colors to do my brows, but you could do 1. Okay? You can use 1 pencil. Get a pencil. Okay? We're not going to make this complicated. Just get a pencil and do your brows. This is an eyebrow pencil. The color I'm using is medium. I am going to show you how I use 2 colors, but you could just do 1, okay, to keep it really, really simple. So go in and do your brows. And when you do your brows, you do short hair-like strokes to emulate your natural brow growth. Straight across. I mean, you're going to see a major difference when I have one brow done versus the other. And I have a whole tutorial on how to do your brows. So if you're someone that's watching and you don't do your brows and you're like, don't know how to do my brows, or I'm nervous about it, just let me know. I will actually send you my video on how to do your brows, a step by step, okay? All right, so here we go, going across. Hello, if you're just joining in, say hello. If you have questions, even if you're watching this on the replay, if you have questions, put them below because I always come back and answer everyone. So this is like a super light brow that I'm doing. Look at that difference, you guys. You girls, you guys, you girls. I mean, look. So it kind of gives me an eye lift. You see the difference? So your brows can really help give you that youthful appearance. So, and it's simple. I just used one color, one pencil, and drew it on. So I'm gonna do the other side, and then I'm gonna show you how I like a two-dimensional brow. Again, I've been doing brows for a couple years now, so I've had a lot of practice, and I've figured out what looks good on my brow. So that's what you need to do for you. But if you've never done them, just get a pencil and start playing around. Ta-da! So I could be done with brows here very easily, but I'm not gonna be because I like a two-dimensional brow. So again, this is moving on to a little bit more advanced, and I'll use a darker color. So I'll use the dark, and I like to actually fill in with a little more darkness. See how it gets a little bit darker? I like a darker brow. Okay, and then I'll use, the end of my brow has like a little spoolie on it. And so I'll soften the inner corner and blend like that. Ta-da! So my brows are done. Okay, so brows. That's tip number 4 for a youthful appearance is to do your brows. Do your brows. Don't skip your brows. You'll thank yourself in later years for doing your brows. Trust me. I have helped so many women do their brows, and they always say, I look back at pictures and wonder, why didn't I ever do my brows? Yeah, me too. Me too. Okay, what is my next tip for you? Okay, we're gonna do eyeshadow. Here's my tip for a youthful appearance. Typically, if you're watching this, you're probably, I'm gonna just say you're probably over the age of 35. I'm gonna just take a wild stab at it. And don't get me wrong, I have some ladies that I work with that are under the age of 35, and they still want that youthful appearance and they care about their skin, and I'm very proud of them for taking care of it now, because I always say I would wish I could go back to my younger self and say, why didn't you take care of your skin? But if you are someone of the mature age and you want a youthful appearance and you want to use shadow, but sometimes the shadow looks ridiculous on you, like it looks scaly or it makes you look older, okay, here's some, these tips are for you. You want to do mattes. Mattes are your best friend. Not matte, like Matt Dillon. Does anyone, well, if you're watching this and you're over the age of 35, you know who Matt Dillon is. But mattes are a non-shine. There's no metallics in it, there's no shimmers in it, there's no satin in it, it's non-shine. Okay, so I just put together a palette for you, which is all mattes. All Matt Dillons. Okay, so it's a really very beautiful neutral palette. The colors that are in here are nonsensical, which I'll tell you what that is. It's a matte brown rose, so it's got a little rose color in it. I've got Timid in here, which is a matte nude. I've got Astute in here, which is a matte tan, and Gingerly in here, gingerly, because we're gingerly going to do this, a matte caramel. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do this. I want you also to think of light to dark, okay, because we're going to do an uplifted, youthful look. So we're going to start with a couple brushes. Let me get all my brushes here. All right, I'm going to use a blending brush. Desperately need to clean my brushes. Okay, and we're going to go in and we're going to start with Astute, which is a matte tan, and that's going to kind of be our base. So we're going to go in with Astute, and that's going to go right into the crease above and below. Okay, but it's not going to go all the way to my brow bone, and it's not going to go all the way to my lid. So we're just going to create some dimension into our eye area. Like so. Hey Dee. So we're using Astute. This blending brush is the best. It's my #1 best-selling brush, just because once you get your hands on this and once you start applying shadows with it, oh my gosh, you'll be in heaven. Good morning. I forget it's still morning. I've been up so early. I did not sleep last night at all. Okay, so you see I have some dimension going on. I mean, just by itself, this color is really pretty, isn't it? All right, after you've got that on, you're gonna add light color. So remember, light to dark is what we're going with. So you're gonna do a light color, which I'm gonna use Timid, which is this color right here. It's hard to see on but it's a very neutral color. It's a matte neutral, or a nude. It's a matte nude. And it's kind of a peachy nude, okay? So we're gonna take that and we're going to place that close to the lash line. You want your eye bed to pop. You want your eyes to look big and open. As we start to age, my kids are starting to fight. Our eyes tend to get smaller and beadier looking, right? So we want to avoid that beady eye look, that small beady eye look. So we're going to go for an open, big eye. And this is how you do it. So you can see my eye bed pops a little more now that I've got that peachy nude color. And you know what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you some tricks, some more tricks. Here we go. I love this, okay? Everyone should know it. Every girl should know what this is. This comes in like all the cheapy eyeshadow palettes. Like go to the drugstore and go ahead and buy yourself some cheapy eyeshadow, and they all come with one of these. Well, let me tell you something about this. This guy's powerful. It's powerful. It's a sponge. It's an eyeshadow sponge, and it actually helps pack color on. So I'm gonna pack color. Look at that, see? I'm gonna pack color really close to my my eyelashes to really help my eye pop. So there you go, there's a trick. Okay, so you see how much more my eye pops, and it's matte. Oh yes, okay, so I was getting on a tangent about why you want to use mattes, and I don't think I ever told you exactly why. Shimmers and shines will accentuate aging skin, okay, on the eyelids. Well, on the face too, but that's another topic. We're talking about the eyes. So shimmers, shines, you can still use them, it's just where you place them. But if you're looking for a very youthful look, then you want to avoid shimmers. If you have mature skin and you tend to get that crepey looking on your lids, like it just doesn't look right when you put shadow on, mattes. How many mattes can you think of? Okay. So there we have it. That was using Timid. Oh, I need coffee. Okay, from there, remember we're going from light to dark. So I'm actually just gonna put a little more in the inner corner to brighten. See how it brightens my inner corner a lot? So inner corner, nice and light. Ladies, nice and light. Then you're gonna take your next color, which is going to be Gingerly, and I need to find the tool that I want. I'm gonna use this guy. So I'm gonna use an angled brush. That was the other side of this guy, okay? Angled, it's angled. And we're gonna go in with Gingerly, which is a matte caramel, okay? And so that's gonna go from the middle of my eye to the outside. So we're going light to dark. So I'm gonna work that color to the outside of my eye. Very, very gingerly. Very gingerly. I like that term. Okay, so can you see what's happening here? I'm getting a little bit of, it's kind of like an ombre effect. And then we're gonna take Gingerly on the other side. Okay, so what happens when you do light to dark, we're opening up the eye and also giving ourselves an eye lift. So the next step is your darkest color, okay, your darkest color. And for our little video, that it's going to be using, what did I say it was using? Nonsensical. Look at that gorgeous color. It's got a little, it's brown, but it's got some rose colors into it, okay? So we're gonna use that in the crease and the outer edge only. So I'm using a crease brush. And so think of like a tiny little V on the outer corner. So I'm gonna go right into the crease and swirl it in. It's such a pretty color. And then I'm gonna pull it down to my lash line, outer corner only. We call that the outer V. Okay, so it creates some dimension. Again, pulls my eye up and outwards. See the difference? Yes, you can see. See, it's a little bit darker on this side, and we're gonna create a little bit darker on that side too. Again, mattes, using all matte colors. No shimmer, no shine. outer V. From far away, you could totally tell, right? All right. All righty. You could also take, okay, let's go back and use Timid, which is our little matte nude, okay? And I'm gonna take that, it's matte, and I'm just gently gonna place that up underneath my brow bone. And that's gonna accentuate my brow bone and give me more of an uplifted and very soft look. So that's the other thing, is you want soft edges, okay? No harsh lines or edges, because that's also going to help you with the youthful appearance. Then lastly, I will take my crease brush again, okay? And I'm going to go in with a light color, but not the nude. I'm going to go in with Timid again. Is it Timid? Yeah, Timid. Right here, and I'm going to put that underneath. Now, ladies, you could do nothing underneath, okay? That will help open up your eye and give you an uplifted look. Or you could do a light color underneath to create some depth, okay? But I would avoid dark, okay? If you're looking for the ultimate youthful glow, I would avoid dark. So I'm going in with Timid, which is no, not Timid. I lied too. Astute, which is a matte tan. So I'm gonna go in with that matte tan and work it under my bottom lid. Not in my lid, or my eyeball. And then remember to keep that inner corner nice and light. So you can see I got a little bit of color on the bottom, but it's not obnoxious, it's not a lot. All right, and then the inner corner, nice and light. Okay, we need to do some eyeliner. So that was tip number 5, was to choose matte shadows for a youthful eye, okay? Matte shadows. And so that's the palette that I just put on for us. And I'm liking it. Now I'm gonna show you how to clean up the outer edges in a minute, but we're gonna do some liner first. And I have to sharpen my pencil. So get a pencil. You can use any color you want. I'm using black, okay? And I'm gonna show you how to really open up your eye and make it look big using eyeliner. Okay, this is a really important tip. You're going to tight line your eyes. You're not gonna walk a tightrope. You're going to tight line. Here's what tight lining is. You're gonna go underneath your lashes and you're gonna go on top of your lashes, but as close to the lash line as possible. Okay, so it's a very thin, indiscreet liner, okay? Because you don't want a thick liner on the top because that will close your eye bed and make your eyes look a little smaller. So, remember, we're trying to avoid the beady eye look. We want open, awake, youthful, big, glowy eyes. So I'm gonna go underneath. And you're gonna see the difference. See how it automatically creates a little depth there? It also helps my lashes look thicker, which I'm gonna show you how to do that too. All right, so then I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna just mush that color right into my lash line. So it's like the thinnest layer possible. Dee, you have it. There's no wrong way, Dee. There's absolutely no wrong way. There's just suggested ways based on what you're trying to achieve. So I often get, how do I want to look more awake, I want to look more youthful, without getting a facelift, what can I do? And so these are the tips that have worked really well for me and for a lot of women that I've helped. Okay. So you see it creates a lot of depth right there, but you can still see my eye bed. Okay, now I'm a winger. I'm a winged liner girl. I'm a winger. So you don't have to do wing liner. I mean, this is really gorgeous all by itself. Maybe I won't. Oh my gosh. It's unlike me not to do wing. I won't. I'm not gonna do a wing. It'd be weird, but it's gonna happen. All right, let's do the other side. Okay, so tight line, and then mush that liner in. A good liner will allow you to mush it in. It shouldn't be dry. It should be moist kind of, but long wearing. So waterproof, toss it. Please toss your waterproof products. They're so bad for you. Waterproof tends to have more chemicals in them to make them waterproof, and they're really, really harsh on your skin and very difficult to remove, which is also very, very harsh on your skin. So I'm just mushing it in. So you can see now how I have a little bit of depth now at the lash line, but it's not like an obvious a ton of eyeliner on. So this is just perfect pencil, it's perfect liner. And I'm just gonna go in and make sure I didn't miss any areas. Okay. I'm not doing a wing. I'm not doing a wing, but I am gonna drink some more coffee and we're gonna do mascara. So tight lining was tip number 6. Number 7, mascara. This is key because to open up the eyes and make them really, really big, you want to have on mascara. Okay, you gotta coat the lashes. So you already know my favorite mascara is Epic. Okay, oops, that's not Epic, that's Steam. Here's Epic. Okay, that was the lash serum to help my lashes grow. So I'm gonna show you how to put this on. Now, if you have a favorite mascara that you're already using, that's cool, use that. I'm gonna show you how to use that to make your eyes appear open and big. So I'm gonna comb through my lashes, because if you remember, if you've been watching the whole time, I put on lash serum in the very beginning. So now I'm gonna comb through my lashes and make sure that nothing is clumped together. Okay, and then this is optional. You know, some of you might want to curl your lashes. Okay, so they're uplifted, and I'm going to curl my lashes. So I'm going to go in. You want to go as close to the lash line as possible. Get all your lashes in there, and then pulse, 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 pulse. For whatever reason, I count to 8. I think it's just because I'm musically driven and I teach group fitness classes and we do everything in 8s. Okay. See when it happens? You can kind of almost see that lash when I curl them up. But it ain't enough. So the next is going to be using your mascara. Okay, so here's what you do. First of all, never pump your mascara. That dries it out, okay? You're gonna swirl in there. Swirl in there, and then we're gonna start with the bottom. So here's what you do. Are you ready? This is important. You're going to wiggle at the base on your bottom only. Do not pull it down, okay? just at the base. You want a light application, light, keep it light down there. So only wiggle at the base and the bottom. And then you're gonna wiggle at the base of the top. So open up your eyes really big and just wiggle. Just wiggle back and forth. I kind of turn it a little bit. So I'm planting a lot of that product right at the base to make my lashes look uber thick. Okay, once that's done, then what you're gonna do is get your mirror. So I'm holding my little handy mirror here. Put it down, look down, okay? Look down at your mirror and then pull the mascara through to the tips and ends. And that will help you keep from getting mascara on your lid. So you just kind of I like to do long strokes, really coat my lashes. Only bad thing about looking down is you can see your double chin. But oh well, the suffering we must go through to look youthful. See that? See how much it opens up my eye? Okay, other side. So wiggle only at the base. Okay, so I have a little bit of color there, but I haven't pulled it all the way down because you don't want darkness down there. Then I'm going to wiggle at the base on top, so open your eye really big. So you're planting a lot of color as close to the lash line as possible. Okay, and then I'm going to look down in my mirror and apply the rest. I love my right eyelashes. They're like the best. My left eyelashes, not so much. Hello? See what I'm saying? See how much more that opens up my eyes? Hi, Sandra. Hi, Yuri. Okay, so I'm gonna do 2 coats, okay? You can do 1 coat, you can do 2 coats. I often will do 3 coats on my left eye just because my left eye's eyelashes aren't as amazing as my right. Getting better. Now, I'm a huge advocate of false eyelashes. I love them. I love them. If you are someone who likes that, I would say, hey, go for it. Put some falsies on. That will also help open up your eyes. But if you're not, get a great mascara. And this is a great mascara. Voila. Okay, one more thing. I'm gonna do the tips and ends because you have sometimes you have your eyelashes at the very tips could be, not all of you, could be lighter. So what I'll do is close my eye and I will just get the tips and just get as much length as possible, and I'll go front to back. So I got a lot of length there. Other side, front to back, just the tips. It's very hard for me to close my eye on my right side, but you know, do the best you can. Okay. So mascara was tip number 7. Tip number 7. Okay, we're not done yet, right? Because I have no color on the rest of my face, right? I've got this under eye highlight, which is amazing, but now we need to add some warmth back to my face, okay? So it doesn't look so obvious that I have an under eye highlight. And this is where contouring comes into play, ladies. Okay, I'm gonna show you my favorite way to contour, but I'm also gonna show you an easier way. This is by far my favorite way to contour. It's a little bit more complex than using bronzer. I like to use a luminizer stick, okay? And I'm gonna do that for you because I wanna keep this real. I wanna show you exactly what I do, but I'm also gonna show you how to do this exact same technique with bronzer. Okay, so if you're someone who it's a bit much to do the stick, then you want bronzer. And this is a cream to powder luminizer. The color is Opaline. That is not the one. This is the one. The color is Opaline, which is for everyone. Okay? I don't care if you're Snow White. This is your color. So here's what you do, and I use it all the time because this is how much I have left. We're going to do a contour. A contour is going to now bring warmth into my face. Okay? It's also going to give me a skinny face. You know, some of you might not need that, but some of us might. Okay, so I'm contouring my nose. I'm going to do underneath my lip because I like a big plump lip. Okay, so I'm going to blend this in. So good contour is going to help you get a youthful glow. Now, if you've been watching this video and you're watching it start to finish and you're looking at all this, I'm not saying that you have to do every single technique that I'm teaching you, okay? Maybe just pick 1 or 2 and try that to start. Maybe that just 1 or 2 will help in your makeup routine, help you give you the feeling of having that youthful glow, okay? Because it really is about how you feel and what you like. So now I'm going to blend. So remember I use this side to highlight. I'm going to use this side to blend my contour. And so you just do short little strokes because you're not swiping. If you swipe off your makeup. You're just doing short little dabbing motions to blend. But it's going to create some warmth for me. I like it because it gives me a higher cheekbone, which is also going to give me that youthful appearance. I do my chin area because I like to hide my double chin. Little blending. Her forehead, really important part because what you're doing is creating a frame for your face, so your features to pop, okay? The features that you want to pop. Again, helping you give that youthful appearance and glow. And then my nose. Hi, Melissa. How are you, girl? Okay, and then we'll just kind of go around the edges here on my nose. So my nice, you're good? Good. It's Saturday, you're not at work. You're going to see the grandbaby today. Aww. have fun. Aren't grandchildren the best? You get to play with them, snuggle with them, and then give them back. I don't have any of those yet. Okay, so that was look, do you see how it creates and it helps brighten my eyes? All right, so I promised to show you an easier way. For some of you, that might be a little overwhelming and too much. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to use your bronzer. So I've got a bronzer here, and you're basically going to contour with bronzer. Just get a big flat or a big puffy brush. Okay. And let me know what you think, Melissa. Let me know if you try anything and if it works for you. And you're going to go from the top of your head, underneath your cheekbone, and down your neck. I mean, you really could do it that fast. Okay, so for those of you that are like, I don't know about that contour, you do it with bronzer. All right, so contouring was tip number 9. Tip number 10 is blush. Okay, this is an important one, ladies. Blush, on how to keep that uplifted look. You don't want anything drawn down. Blush. Where to put your blush. Your blush should go from the middle of your apple up towards your temple. It should not go on the apple right here. Okay, that will draw the eye in and make you look drawn down. Okay, so you want to look uplifted. So you're going to go from kind of from behind the apple and up towards the temple, right on top of where you're contoured. Thank you for the hearts, Melissa. So I'm going to use, this is the blush I'm using today. It's called Sweet. So you can pick a really subtle blush if you want. It doesn't have to be anything bright. Okay, so this is Sweet, which is a great color for pretty much anyone. That or Seductive, I think, is another awesome blush color. I'm going to put a little bit on my blush brush, and I'm going to go from behind my apple and just swipe up. So you can see I'm leaving it bright right here, or not putting color right there. Uplifting is awesome. Uplifting is amazing. So now I've got a little bit of color to my cheek, but it's not right on the apple. Okay, and that will help give you that youthful, uplifted appearance. I like to do duck face so I can see where I'm applying it. Check that out. Blush. Okay, so we have one more thing to do, and it's lips, okay? And then I'm gonna set it all. Oh, I was gonna show you a really quick trick. Side note, okay? For your eye, I was gonna show you how to clean up the outer edge. Another way of getting an uplifted eye lift without surgery is to take your concealer brush. Now, I didn't use my concealer brush today, so will probably use a little bit of the leftover that look at how much I wasted of the leftover that I have on my little lid there. But if you already used your concealer brush, you don't need to put more on. Okay, so I'm just gonna dab a tiny bit, and then what you do is you go from the outer edge of your eye and you just swipe up. See that? Look at that. Totally just sharpens my edge and then gives me this uplifted look. It's the best trick ever. I can't take credit for it. Someone taught me that trick like years and years ago, and it is an amazing trick. Okay. Am I looking more youthful? Lips. Now, for youthful lips, I would err on the lighter side, okay? But it's okay to use dark lipstick sometimes. You want to be like, sometimes it's nice to have like a really fun, vampy look. But I'm going to show you a hack with liquid lipstick, okay? A hack. Remember all this extra I have here? I'm going to show you how to use your extra. So this is the liquid lipstick that I'm using, which I recommend for anyone, especially if you have mature skin, because it's very moisturizing. It goes on like mousse, and it's long wearing, so you don't have to apply it, and it doesn't bleed. It doesn't bleed. So that's important, right? You don't want bleeding. So the color of this is sensual, which is like a deep maroon. Okay, it's a deep maroon, which would be really, really dark for some of you. So let me show you how you can make this lighter. I'm gonna show you how to do it. I need another lid. We'll use this lid. Okay, so I'm gonna use another lid to one of my little makeup things, my little skincare. This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna pull the product out, and there's a lot of product on here, okay? So this is what you do. You take it, and I'm gonna put a little bit on this lid here. Just gonna swipe it off. As a hack. So I've got, you can see it, that's the color, which is it's a gorgeous color, okay? Thanks, Sandra. What color did you get, Melissa? Okay, so it's a gorgeous color by itself, but we're going for a very uplifted, youthful appearance, so we're gonna err on the lighter side on our lip. But let's just say you got a lipstick that you love, or you wish you had it in a lighter shade. This is how you do it. So you take a little bit of that, and then I'm gonna take a lip brush. I have to find my lip brush. Oh, rats. Oh, let me see. It's gotta be around here somewhere. That's a key component here is my lip brush, but don't worry, if I can't find it, I got something else I can use. I hate when I put things and I don't know where I put them. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this is you can use a susceptible. Ooh, pretty. Very pretty. Okay, so this is a lip brush. I think I actually used this color last time I used my lip brush. So this is my lip brush. I love this brush because it's compact, so I can just throw it in my purse, and then when I want to use it, it comes right out. So you're gonna take your extra concealer that you might have, and if you don't have extra concealer, just grab some concealer, and you're gonna mix it in with this is actually extra foundation and concealer. You're gonna mix it with your liquid lipstick. So I'm gonna actually I took some on my brush, and I'm making a concoction. Okay, these are hacks. This is so that you don't have to go buy more makeup, you guys. This is just ways to use what you have and make a creation out of it. So I know a lot of my customers have the liquid lipstick, and you could create different colors with the liquid lipstick using your concealer or foundation. So awesome. All right, I'm gonna make it a little lighter. And you're gonna see I can make this color really light and pretty. Okay, ready? Are you ready? Let's put it on. It's gonna be so pretty. You did your makeup, hi Tommy. Sandra, send me a picture. I didn't see it. If you send it to me. See how pretty that color is? So it was a deep maroon, and I made it this like light mauve. And it's creamy, it's moisturizing. I love using this brush. Okay, you wanna know why? Because I can overdraw my lips and make my lips look a lot bigger. So when you see those after pictures, aren't you just like, do you not study my lips and be like, how did she get her lips so big? Yeah, this is the trick. This is the trick. I have to be careful that I don't go too big. What do you think? I'm trying to get my lips evenly. Perfect, on my Cupid's bow. I'm gonna leave it right there. Okay, and then I'm gonna spray it down. You like, Melissa? Isn't that pretty? Okay, that's setting spray that I put over the top. Okay, this was a really long video, okay? And I feel like I probably need to come back and break this down in short little videos next time because it's a lot of information to take in. So if you've hung out with me through this whole video, thank you so much for being patient. But it's a lot of information. So like I said, I would try 1 or 2 things and see how that works for you. You don't have to do all the things, or you can do all the things, but I ask that you let me know how it went. I want to know how this worked out for you if you tried some of these things. Okay, Sandra, I'll look at it. So let's just review my top tips for a youthful skin, okay? First and foremost, start with, I use 2 types of under eye treatment. I use beauty serum first under my eyes, okay? Then I will use a moisturizer on top, and then I will use, this is called Instant Lifting Serum on top to help soften and diffuse the fine lines of my face. Okay, so that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is to use luminizer, to add a little bit of cream-based luminizer, okay? And there are several different colors. So if you need help with any colors, you just need to message me. I will help you. So I used a little bit of luminizer and I mixed it in with my BB cream. You could also mix it in with your liquid foundation, but that will help give you that glow. I have a glow, you guys, and it's a youthful glow, and that's where it's from. So that was tip number 2. Tip number 3 is under eye concealer. Make sure you're doing an under eye concealer that is at least 1 shade lighter than your foundation. Mine's 1 shade and I used powder. So if you've mature skin and you tend to get a crepier look, or you tend to get creasing in the fine lines and wrinkles, you can either do a cream or a powder base. Message me if you're not sure and I'll help you. So, but under eye, make sure you're doing an under eye concealer that's a different color than your foundation. Brows, make sure you do brows because brows are going to give you that uplifted look. Okay, and I used a brow pencil, really simple. Let's see. For your eyes, I would err on a matte color. So I created a matte palette for you. Okay, so those are the colors that I did. And think from light to dark to give you that uplifted, youthful look. Okay, so nothing really, really dark. So this is the matte palette that I created for you. Eyeliner, you want to tight line your eyes, so it's putting a thin layer of eyeliner as close to the lash line as possible. Mascara, make sure that you are actually getting a great mascara to open up your eyes and make them look bigger. Oh, okay, number 8, I believe, is contour. Okay, do a little bit of a contour, okay, to create some warmth and to frame your face, again, to help your features stand out and again, to give you that youthful appearance. Did we do blush? Blush needs to go from behind the apple up towards the temples so that you have brightness right here to again make you look uplifted. And then lips, err on a lighter lip. Okay, so the lipstick that I used is a very dark maroon, and I showed you how to lighten your dark colors so you don't have to buy more colors. Okay, with that being said, these 3 products right here are on sale. Okay, so these, look at this beautiful matte palette that I put together for you, the amazing Epic mascara and the liquid lipstick, and of course you can choose any colors you want, but it's $31 off. Okay, this combo right here, it's a lot off. So if you are in the market to get some new stuff, message me, okay, or comment below, and I will hook you up. Okay, I'm gonna end this very long video. Thank you so much for hanging out. I can't wait to post my before and after picture. And you guys have a great day.